he has taken troops from every corner of his realm. So apparently he has in his disposal Babylonian spears, Syrian infantry, Armenian cavalry, Indian camels, over 200 scythed chariots, including his own royal chariot, and 15 war elephants. His army's so big, Darius III, that, they're spread out in the most, they've got camels, cavalry, archers, they're spread out, they're in their spot. They're ready.
But not an organised fighting unit, it works against them, right?
You say that, but
how can you have such a separate force and expect it to come together to perform like unique tasks together? Like you have people that don't know the same language on either side. And you expect them to form a line, form a centre, don't rout, quickly maneuver around when you see you're getting overwhelmed on the left.
Yeah.
Like, how do you communicate that to people who do not understand, one, what you're saying, and two, just like being totally ideologically different to you, right?
Yeah, no, I think that is totally fair. I have defended the Persians so far in the sense that they are obviously well organised, because they wouldn't be able to do this if they weren't. But I do agree that when you have units from all over the kingdom like that, sure, they might all have their own style, but at the end of the day, it will be a logistical difficulty to be able to keep them all ready to do the right thing at the right time. And the advantage is certainly with Alexander in terms of not only how well prepared and how they're veterans now. They've been fighting so much, they know what they're doing, but they trust each other as well. And like I'm about to tell you, some of the tactics that they use are some of the most advanced or innovative of all the battles they've done so far. Alexander really goes up another level with this, and it is just really interesting to see the difference. It's like men versus boys, honestly, at times. And considering that Alexander's the boy and Darius is the man in this context, is outstanding, really, how this comes about. But you're right. I think that there is certainly an argument that was Darius ever really going to be able to do this? If Alexander wasn't the great but a good leader, could Darius still beat it? Because it feels like this is a mess. Those numerical advantages, you'd think he would, but it's just hard to tell because Alexander's so good. You can't really judge how anyone else is. Yeah. It's hard to tell how well done they are.
My personal thought is no.
But we'll see.
We know the Greeks are unbelievably well trained.
They are.
And having an empire like the Persian Empire, which is so vastly and culturally and just just even as the language itself, so different. It's so hard. Empires rarely work.
Yeah.
They always come crumbling down.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
And you just know that it takes the slightest little change or difference to make that happen. I think as someone who's a critique of empires and big places, it makes sense that it doesn't work like that. Well, I say that. Yeah. I want big Earth.
Big Earth, one big empire Earth.
One big Empire Earth.
Yeah, maybe.